Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honor to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Sincere blessings, as always, to the hopeful elect and the 1/3 scattered across the four corners of the earth. And shalom to all you brothers scattered across the world on the highways and byways, presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice, as the scriptures teach us. All right? And I'm going to get right into this response lesson. This is going to be a response video to the video titled, "Those Israelite Camps Are Not of God." All right? Those Israelite camps are not of God. So I'm going to let the video play.
So I just went back and forth with a camp here in Atlanta, and it's clear we're not dealing with the same God. If it wasn't clear before, and it was clear before, but it's really clear now. I guess because the Most High has increased my wisdom and knowledge, right? To where now, I already knew this, but it's crystal clear now. They don't work for us. It's crystal clear. And we was predominantly talking about Jacob's trouble. And I'm like, hey, we're out of Jacob's trouble. Have we not been through trouble for the past 1,000 years? And their energy, the way how they were communicating, it was like, no, we're going to go through Jacob's trouble. This is going to happen to us. This is going to happen to us. This is going to happen to us. And their energy was kind of like they want it to happen. Kind of like they HATE us like Esau. So their energy was like one of the Gentile nations and the Edomites. I'm like, dude, we've been through Jacob's trouble. They were just it was like the weirdest thing, because they were just firm on us going through Jacob's trouble. That was gonna happen. Trouble. I'm like, if that's what y'all want to believe, you know what I mean? But I mean, for the remnant within the remnant, the 1%. It's over. I told them, I'm like, what it seems as if you guys are out here just trying to use tactics of the devil and the Gentile nations, white TPPL. Right? It's all in.
And I'm going to stop it right there. Okay. See, this guy, you heard at the beginning of the video, he said that he just got through talking to one of the camps, okay? So I'm going to assume that he made this video right after he got through talking to one of the camps. And why did he make this video? Because he was offended. You heard he said their energy was like they want this to happen. He was offended by the way the prophets were speaking. All right? You can just tell in his sweet demeanor that he has. But you can just tell he was offended, okay? This is, matter of fact, you know what? This is, because what he heard, you could tell that guy wants to hear smooth things, okay? This is Isaiah 30:10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceits, okay? So he wanted to hear smooth things, okay? But, he heard the prophets talking about the destruction of America and, how the 2/3 are going to be destroyed. And he didn't like hearing that, okay? He didn't like hearing that, And I'm sure the camp, whoever he was talking to, whatever camp it was, hopefully it was GMS, But whatever camp it was, they probably seen, that he, or sensed that he's got, some sugar in his tank, if you know what I mean, okay? So he was offended by the true men of the Lord, okay? This is Romans 11:7. What then? Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election has obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, God has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear until this day. Okay? And, he's one of those guys. Okay? He's one of those guys. He's got that spirit of slumber. He's got, he can't accept his word. He heard it, but he can't accept it. Okay? He heard it, but he can't accept it. And obviously, that's a clear sign right there. They're not speaking according to this word. There is no light in them. Okay? But he got offended by the prophets, by the way they were speaking, and by the message that they were sending. Matter of fact, this is Isaiah 58:1. Cry out loud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Okay? So he was offended by the way the prophets were speaking. All right? And that's why he mentioned their energy. He said their energy is like they want this to happen. Of course we want this to happen. Okay? But it's not about what we want to happen, because it's all prophesied in the scriptures. It's going to happen. Okay? It's going to happen. We're just out there warning you that it's going to happen, because that's our job. That's what the Lord commanded us to do. Okay? It says right here in Isaiah 58:1, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. Okay? So, he got offended by the message. Okay? He got offended by the message, and it's not gonna stop the prophecies from coming true. It's not gonna stop none of the prophecies from coming true, and it's not gonna stop the truth from going out. Okay? Because no matter how many videos an individual like this might make about the camps, how we're not of God and all of that, it doesn't stop anything. Matter of fact, I'm going to get this one last scripture. Because this is 2 Corinthians 13:8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Okay? For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. All right? And this guy, he's basically making videos like this. He's just confirming that this is the truth.
Energy harvesting. It's keeping you in fear, keeping you in angst, keeping you anxiety, keeping you in this whole notion that you gotta prepare and you gotta do this because Jacob's trouble is gonna happen and this is going to happen. Right? So it's just all so they can steal your energy, bugs. You know what I mean? So it's crystal clear. And don't get me wrong, it was clear to me before. It was very clear to me, before that, these people, these brothers on the corner, word is set up by the GOV in the synagogue of Satan, the FAKE-ish, to be a stumbling block to the awakening.
Yeah, and I got to get one more scripture because this guy, you know, he's definitely doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, he definitely doesn't know what he's talking about, and you know, he's not the only one that's gonna make videos like this, and you know, matter of fact, let me get this scripture. Okay, this is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. Okay? So it's clear right there, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Alright? And this man has, you know, no wisdom, no knowledge in him whatsoever. You know? So his only ending could be that he's going to be destroyed. Alright? Along with the rest of the 2/3. So I'm not going to keep going on with this video. I went on long enough, but this is just a response video to that video titled, "Those Israelite Camps Are Not of God." So hopefully this was an edifying lesson, and with that I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakach Kodash, and double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.